It's time for local stories from across the East. Local food. Local fashion. Local businesses. This is your home for local. This is the East's Daily Download on Eastern North Carolina CW.
Hello and welcome to the East Daily Download. My name is Mark. I'll be your tour guide on this adventure across East, which today brings us on location to Greenville to Halloween Express. We're going to be here for a few days actually. It's going to be a great time because Halloween is upon us. Okay, we have a big show in store for you. I'll get to that in just a second, but let me tell you how you can find the show. We're at WNCT.com under the Download tab. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Use the East Daily Download hashtag and also the WNCT mobile app. Scroll down, download it on Google Play or the App Store, and you can watch the show anyplace, anytime. Okay, I mentioned we've got a big show, big show in store for you. What does that look like? Let's take a look. Jay and Silent Bob are back. We'll take a look. We have part one of our interview with Lisa Cartwright, owner of Halloween Express. And if all that wasn't enough, WNCT-9 First Alert Chief Meteorologist Jerry Jackson is here and brings us this week's Weather Kid. Let's meet him.
Now downloading Weather Kids.
Our weather kid for this week is Corey, and he really likes weather. But don't take my word for it.
Do you want to be a weather person when you grow up? You do?
Yeah, I think weather is cool.
And this is not just a fleeting interest. He's been watching for a while.
I've been watching it when I was like 4, I think. Yeah.
And how old are you now? 5. So you've been watching it a long time then.
Corey also enjoys sports. He's a big basketball fan.
You like get the ball and dribble it for like 1 second, and you like break some of my ankles and like dunk it or shoot it.
What impressed me most about Corey was his skill on the green screen. He's only in kindergarten, but handled himself like a pro.
74, 76, 71. The rain is right there in the green stuff. The hallway is red.
Corey was a lot of fun, and we're glad to have him as a part of our Weather Kids team.
Now, if your child would like to become a WNCT 9 on your side First Alert Weather Kid, send me an email to jjackson@WNCT.com and I'll explain how everything works. For the WNCT 9 on your side First Alert Weather Kids, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Jackson. Class dismissed. When the parents look at this and they see the kids on television, they think, oh, I would love to have my kid, but I'm a little bit scared to bring them on TV. When we shoot weather kids, it's not live. We don't put them in a high-pressure environment. It doesn't matter what their skill set is. We will guide them. We will show them where to stand. If they mess up, we've got plenty of time. We can do it over. We take our time to make them feel comfortable and to get it done right.
If your child is interested in being on Weather Kids, email Jerry at jjackson@WNCT.com.
The long forecast, the 7-8 day forecast, that's what I like to see. That lets me know ahead of time what the weather's going to be like. Jerry does a good job. He lets you know when something is finna transpire. I have the app on my phone and the radar on my phone so I can keep up with that. It helps me know when a storm is coming up and what the weather's going to be like and what's bad. One moment I really appreciated was when Hurricane Florence was about and the way Jerry really let you know what was going to happen. That was one moment that made my decision for us to leave town at that time. Because in Craven County, we got hit bad. And Jerry really emphasized how strong the storm surge was going to be, how much wind we was going to have, how much damage was expected. So that gave us the determination to leave town. So that was one of the great moments, I believe, was with Jerry's forecast of Hurricane Florence. I just want to say y'all continue to do what you're doing.
Now downloading Wacky Wednesday.
Popeye's chicken sandwich is so popular, it's inspiring a sexy Halloween costume. It's called the sold-out chicken sandwich costume and clearly references Popeye's hit sandwich, which sold out this summer. Some people even waited in line for hours to get one. But you won't have to wait in line for the costume, which features a brown bodysuit, a ruffled bodice, and a white sold-out stamp. Yandy.com is selling the chicken outfit for almost $80. Get one before they're gone.
This isn't the story I expected to be telling. 3 years ago, when Batman mysteriously disappeared, he divided Gotham.
crows represent order, security.
The crows are not the hero of this story, Gotham. I want to take power. I need you to fix his suit.
The suit is literal perfection.
It will be when it fits a woman.
Welcome back to the East Daily Download. It's Wednesday. Tomorrow is Halloween, so we thought, hey, let's get out of the studio. Let's come to Halloween Express. So here we are, taking a look around for some costumes. We'll get to that in a minute. First, I want to let everybody know about this haunted hallway they've got here. It's a fundraiser. It only costs $1 to go through the haunted hallway, but the fundraiser goes to the City of Greenville Parks and Recreation Department to help bring beach volleyball courts to Greenville. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, so with all that said, let me tell you what's on the show still to come. We're gonna go behind the scenes of Jay and Silent Bob's new movie. And right now, I'm gonna take you behind the scenes, well, not behind the scenes, but I'm gonna show you the conversation that I was lucky enough to have with Lisa Cartwright, who's the owner of this magnificent place. So let's hear what she had to say, and then I'm gonna go look for a costume, so you can join me, and we'll find something, and it'll be scary. Let's do it.
The people that love Halloween are here on Labor Day. There are people, I've got a good friend of mine, his wife's always like, you cannot do anything Halloween until September. And Labor Day, he's in here. So, you know, it's one of these things where Labor Day, people come in, they're looking around, people are buying some decorations, but you know, you've got a lot of lookers.
Yeah.
And that's why we've got all the big displays of animatronics and things for people just to get the feel of Halloween, get the things jumping out at you, whether you like it or not, you know, it kind of gets you in the mood for Halloween.
So I'm curious from an outsider's perspective with, you know, there's all kinds of different costumes. You've got, you know, Marvel, DC kind of stuff. You've got, you know, more adult costumes. You've got kid costumes. You've got tons of masks that we're in front of right now.
Sure.
You know, what is it, what are some of your top sellers? What are the things that people really, is there one thing every year that people say, I gotta have this, or I gotta have that, or does it change?
Well, you know, it changes depending on what movies are out. You know, that's definitely, you know, our business, I think everyone thinks I start ordering and doing everything in September, but, you know, our business starts last November. Okay. You know, we get to see some of the new items, and then that's when it's like, hey guys, Addams Family's coming out in a cartoon. There's gonna be a new It movie. Pennywise is huge. Pennywise has always been a popular mask just from the old movie, like 30 years ago. Yeah. But now when, you know, when one comes resurfaced, people love it. So this new movie has definitely, you know, created some hype with Pennywise and It.
But you bring up a really interesting point. So you are looking at movies and entertainment that's a year out of like what's going to be the trend a year later. So how do you do that? I mean, is there like some big industry thing for the
Okay. There is. As an industry, there's a show in January. They start in January. And so we go and all of them are set up, and that's when, you know, you'll see the movie trailers of this movie's come, like I knew Toy Story was coming out in November, you know, in whenever it was May or whatever, June or whatever. So you learn that, so then when we order, because we place orders in January, between January and March, all my orders are typically done by May.
Wow.
You know, and you reorder, I reorder every day. You just saw boxes come in. We get shipments probably 2 a week. You know, it's just, and that's the thing, I think a lot of people ask that because what's the hot item? And it depends on who you're asking. Are you asking people that really like scary? Then there's the It and the Michael Myers mask, that's what they love. If you're a kid, Batman, all the superheroes are always classic, and every little kid, you know, grows up to see that he's, you know, a 4-year-old doesn't know who Batman is yet. So, you know, it's just, those are always full circle. And then with the little girls, like this year, it's Descendants. So it just depends on what's happening in the world, really.
Last fall, 12-year-old Thomas Overton suddenly started to lose his vision. The physician said he doesn't need an eye exam, he doesn't need glasses, he needs to go to an ER now.
His mom, Melissa Overton, rushed him to the hospital. She found out her son needed emergency surgery at a cost of $6,000. The surgery worked, then came another surprise.
And then this past spring, I received a bill that changed my balance from the $6,000 I knew about to $41,000. Being a registered nurse that understands billing, I honestly thought there was a mistake.
No mistake, and she's been fighting with the hospital and her insurance company ever since.
As a single mom, I can send Thomas to college, or I can spend the rest of my life paying off his medical bills.
And she's not alone. Each year, thousands of Americans are hit with surprise medical bills. Now some in Congress say it's time to protect patients.
We want to make sure that there's full transparency.
Congressman Danny Davis co-sponsors the End Surprise Billing Act of 2019. That would protect patients like Thomas from getting hit by surprise bills.
I think there are always legislative fixes, even if it's not 100%.
Overton spent the week telling her story to members of Congress.
I was relieved to find out that they really understand the seriousness of it.
She's hoping that means there's a prescription for change on Capitol Hill. Reporting in Washington, I'm Trevor Shirley.
Hello and welcome back to the East Daily Download here on Eastern North Carolina CW. People are laughing off camera right now because apparently this is an amazing costume. It's me, it's Mark, it's not Bob Ross. Hey, we still have a big show still to come. I want to remind you how you can find this show. We're at WNCT.com under the Download tab. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Use the East Daily Download hashtag and the WNCT mobile app. You can find the show there now as well. We are at the Halloween Express in Greenville, trying on costumes. It's a lot of fun. We have a lot of stores still to go. But right now, let's take a look at the new Jay and Silent Bob movie as I continue to look for a costume.
A reboot, boys, is when Hollywood wants to make a lot of money without the hassle of creating a new movie.
Kevin Smith's classic indie flick Clerks and its ne'er-do-well side characters Jay and Silent Bob arrived on movie screens 25 years ago this month.
I mean, it feels like 25 years, not in a bad way where I'm like, oh, I'm tired, but like there's distance between me and the guy that started this journey. Like every day I'm trying to honor that kid, the kid who was like, we can do this, let's give it a shot, and had no idea that he was not making a film, he was making a career.
To celebrate, Smith went back to his indie roots for Jay and Silent Bob Reboot.
I liked hitting the milestone this year of 25 years, quarter century since Clerks happened, since Clerks was released. I never could have conceived of that in the beginning, that 25 years later I'd still be talking about it.
I didn't call the cops, and these guys are not meth heads, okay? They only look like meth heads because they're from New Jersey. Boys, this is my daughter, Millennium Falcon.
Smith's daughter, Harley Quinn Smith, stars as Jay's love child. The movie is a reboot of Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back and reunites many of the 2001 film's cast members.
It was an old home affair, man, all old home week. Everybody came back. It was like the greatest high school reunion you never went to and stuff.
Smells like this reboot went up in smoke.
In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
I wanted a space that felt warm, inviting, surprising. It could be inside of a barn somewhere where a group of women and men are getting together and we're talking about life. The Mel Robbins Show is not a show, it's an experience. This show is active. And so we thought meticulously about the set design itself so that I can move all over the place. I'm sneaking back here for all of my arts and crafts. I did not want the set to feel very urban and city because this is a show about real people. I'm out to ignite change.
Well, I was drafted. Yeah, working on the farm with my father.
Former Army Chief Warrant Officer 3 John Gregg remembers details from 74 years ago as if it were yesterday. In 1945, the Army drafted Gregg while in high school in the no-traffic light town of Wilmar, Arkansas. Several months later, he was 8,000 miles away in the Philippines, a member of the nearly all-black 24th Infantry Regiment.
There were about 300 colored troops, which was how they were referred to back then.
And we started training on ducks in the middle of 47.
Gregg piloted duck boats, the Army's version of a floating truck in the Korean War, and he remembers coming under gunfire while crossing a river.
The enemy opened up on us with small arm fire from the beach. Well, thanks to the infantry we was carrying, so they opened up with their weapons from our ducks. And we got one duck hit pretty bad.
In 1966, Gregg completed Warrant Officer School as the first black deck warrant officer and captain of an Army landing craft utility boat.
We had 12 U-boats, 12 Army captains. I'm the only black, 15-man crew, all white. The good men, and I found out later that I knew my job, and now they worked hard. They'd do anything for me.
Gregg captained 100-foot tugboats and a 300-foot fuel tanker before retiring in 1973. Home life, he and his wife Ann ran a daycare and school in Hampton. They raised 3 children of their own before Ann died in 1989. And now at 92 years of age, Chief Warrant Officer 3 John Gregg, retired, looks back.
Well, I had a wonderful ride. I had good days and bad days, more good than bad.
For Veterans Voices, I'm Don Roberts.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Q&A with AQ, where you, the viewers, get to send in some amazing questions, and I have the opportunity to either do research or just get personal with you guys and answer them. So let's get right to it. The first question we have is the shoe pink or gray? I know a lot of you guys have seen the viral shoe. Lizzo just recently posted it on social media, and everyone's going crazy. They don't know if it's pink and white or gray and teal. When I saw it, I'm gonna have to go with gray and teal. And after doing some research, they say it's like a genetic thing of just depending on your eyes. So yeah, I'm gonna go with teal and gray. You know, back in 2015, they had the dress thing. Forgot what colors they were, but yeah, teal and gray, people, teal and gray. All right, the next question. What is your favorite thing about fall? I have been counting down the days to get into the cold temperatures, the pumpkin spice candles. Now, I hate pumpkin spice lattes. I know, I hate it, it's okay. But the smells, the candles, that's what I love about fall, seeing the changes of the leaves, the colors, just like that snuggly feeling when you can wear like your sweaters and stuff. Now you have to send it in and let me know, when is it okay to actually wear our Uggs? Because I've been like waiting. I need to get like confirmation on that because I don't want to be like the only one wearing my Ugg boots. So yeah, well that's all the questions we have right now. But again, encouraging you guys to send in those questions to download at WNCT.com, and we're going to answer all of your questions. It could be personal, it could be about Eastern North Carolina, maybe some awesome events that are coming up. Ask away and I'll be here to answer them. Angie Quesada, East Daily Download.
So this is how it all went down. When I was a kid, my mom would always say, Kelly, you talk to everybody. It's like every day is the Kelly Clarkson show. Then the other day, I'm in the studio asking a lot of questions, and my engineer says, what is this, like the Kelly Clarkson show? Then I'm at a play date where the super cool mom says, you should totally have a show. And I'm like, shut up, but in like a nice way. And then her daughter, who's like the cutest thing ever, says, it's like there's always been a Kelly Clarkson show, but now it's on TV. And I'm like, totally.
The Kelly Clarkson Show.
Wearing lab coats and carrying file folders, these kids are getting ready for a day of work and play.
When they told you that you're going to be a toy expert, what did you think?
I thought like, wow. Look at that.
Each year, Good Housekeeping deploys a team of junior experts to test out hundreds of toys.
It's just really like squishy.
It's like a mix between gel and Play-Doh.
Yeah.
The toys are ranked for creativity, educational value, and safety.
Continued play.
We returned a few months later to see what toys rated the best.
The first one up is Mr. Potato Head Moving Lips.
A classic.
It's a classic reinvented.
Good Housekeeping's chief technologist, Rachel Rothman, says with a moving mouth and more than 40 songs and phrases, Mr. Potato Head scored high for educational value.
Another really great one is from Crayola, the spin and spiral art station.
It costs $20 and allows 2 kids to play at the same time, plus there's no need for batteries. And this mini robot that teaches coding is speaking kids' language.
Are you ready to code? We're teaching kids as young as 3 how to code, and they're not even realizing it.
Playthings with 4 wheels also scored high, like this Transformer Batmobile. All the winners, which range in price from $17 to $200, have a kid's seal of approval. Laura Podesta, CBS News, New York.
Hey, that's going to do it for this episode of the East Daily Download. Don't forget, Thursday, tomorrow is Halloween. We've got another big show here from the Halloween Express where we continue to try to find a costume. Don't forget, WNCT.com under the Download tab is where you can find us online. Also, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Use the East Daily Download hashtag and the WNCT mobile app. That's where you can find us. Scroll down. You watch the show wherever you are. So that's going to do it for us today here. Oh, look who's joining us. Oh, okay, well that's... Have a great day. We will see you tomorrow again from Halloween Express here in Greenville on location with East Daily Download. Until then, wubba lubba dub dub. Thursday, when we hit the road for the next edition of the East Daily Download, we'll have a new real estate roundup. Since it's Halloween, we take you behind the scenes of Maleficent. We continue our conversation with Lisa Cartwright, owner of Halloween Express, and you'll meet a child looking for a loving home. So join us on Thursday for an all-new The East Daily Download on Eastern North Carolina's CW.